Okay, now let's talk about how the T sound can change in American English near the letter N. There are two ways that this happens. The first is when we have T that comes a little before an N. Here we sometimes take out the T and just do a very strong N sound. This is a little difficult, so just try it a couple times slowly. Patent, patent. Mountain, mountain. Fountain, fountain. Certainly, certainly. Now the second rule we'll do is much easier. Here we have vowel, NT vowel, and we often make T completely silent. Try these words. Internet, fundamental, interview, enterprise. Okay, now I want to talk about when we change T in words like these. Now the T and N rules are in my course in separate sections from the T becoming a D rule, the other ones about American English. So they're separate for a reason. These rules are optional, but very, very popular. So if you're watching television now, you might notice internet commercials. So you really hear that there's no T at all, internet. Or when you hear people speaking, you are quite likely to hear people saying, important. That's so important to me. Or, I want to go hiking in the mountains. Something like that. Other very popular words are words like wanted. I wanted to go, but I couldn't. Or 20. Most people even learn just 20 instead of 20. So these rules are extremely popular. They aren't really in that many words. So if you learn a few words, you might start being able to use these sounds in your speech. And after you've learned a few, you're more likely to hear it next time you learn a new word. So these sounds are good to try to put into use, but if you want to just keep that regular T, that is okay too. Americans overall will use that regular T. We will say internet, interview, when we want to be clear, or perhaps when we're giving a presentation. But very naturally, and a lot of the time, we will change these T sounds. We'll say, he's a patent attorney, or I have an interview next week. Okay, that completes this lesson on how N relates to the American T sounds.